Hi guys, so I'm Saumya and I am a fashion designer and an illustrator by profession. And I have been teaching fashion illustration since a while now. I mostly teach illustration and design process. And Yeah, so I studied applied art in 2008, and then I went on to study fashion in Milan at Istituto Marangoni in 2012. And I came back, I worked a bit, I designed for other designers, I worked on my label a bit. And then I started teaching, and I have been teaching ever since. And I love teaching illustration, that's my forte. I also teach a design process, designing a collection. I also teach digital design a little bit. And so today I'm mostly here to talk about figure drawing. I love drawing figures. So Artist 360 was kind enough to take me on board to teach people figure drawing, because they thought that this is something that people would really like doing. Yeah, that's what I'm here to do, to talk a little about what I'm going to be teaching you guys, whoever's interested, whoever joins the classes. And I'd like to thank Tarang for the opportunity, and I'd like to thank also Kosha. And yeah, so that's a little bit about me. And my course, it starts on 1st of June, I believe, and we have 2 batches already in place. It's an 18 session course, and each session will be about an hour and a half, depending on the number of students we have, the kind of time you guys need. So we are going to be keeping our sessions around 1.5 hours. All of this would probably be done either over Zoom calls or Hangout calls. Yeah, there's a lot more detail about the course and the materials you'll be needing and the things you'll require, I think, on Artist 360, their website. And as for materials, there was a huge issue about people not having access to material. We've also figured that out for you, and we can order material for you and get it sent to your place. So that is another thing. I think whatever questions you have, you can ask me. I'm going to be answering questions for a bit. And yeah, so I'm just going to show you a little about what I've been drawing and how I go about the process. And I hope you guys are watching. Okay, so one second. Yeah, so that is the figure I took for the pose reference, and that is the basic pose that I got out of it. This took me about, let's say, five minutes to get the lines in place, and it took me another 5-10 minutes to sort of get the details in place. So basically the idea is, ideally I would be doing this with a paper, but thanks to the lockdown, we have no access to printers right now. I have no access to a printer right now, so I'm going to be telling you the best I can with this image. So how we start is basically, I take the figure, I take the main lines on a figure, this is the curve of the figure. So this is the main line of movement, and this is your shoulder line, this is your waistline, that's your hip line, that's your knee line, and that's your toes, right? So I have drawn those lines here, the angles of those lines. That's your shoulder line, that's your angle, that's your knee, and that's your toes, right? And these lines help you sort of take, hi Viren, these lines sort of help you take the pose that you want to draw. It helps you take that onto paper. And then the beauty of how we work around these lines is that we can sort of create whatever body type we want with the same pose. You don't have to take the reference of another body type to be able to convert this into a curvier body or whatever you may want to do with it. That's the beauty of this, right? Like, that's the beauty of figure drawing. I believe as an artist, I can give it whatever form, whatever shape I want. Just looking at the pose, I can then turn it into whatever I want it to be, right? Hi. I miss my students now looking at this. So this is, you see here is the face line. This is your body curve. This is your waistline. This is your crotch line, your knee line, your toes, right? I'm just going to try and put this on a stand. You'll have to bear with me. I'm still figuring this out for a second. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I hope you guys can see. Somebody give me a yes, I can see, please. Guys, can you hear me? Can you still see the figure on the paper? Need more light. Okay, all right, give me a second. Is that better? Okay, superb. So like you can see here, I have already prepared a figure for you. Okay, so I can't see your comments right now. I'm just drawing, so give me 2 minutes to get back to your comments, please. Yeah, so okay, let's take a red. You can see this is your main line of movement, line of motion. This is your knee line, that's your shoulder line, that's your face, right? Now, taking these lines into consideration, I'm just going to make this figure beautifully curvy. I love drawing curvy figures. Fashion sort of trained me to draw very, very skinny figures, but I love drawing curvy figures. So here's a little bit of that for you. Right? The shoulder line remains the same because we create our structure around these lines. These are basically your body structure, your bones, right? So this is what I'm talking about when I say we can take any pose and turn it into whatever body type we want. Can you see this? I'm so sorry I can't have the camera on top of the page because my stand is just not that flexible. So, but can you see this now, guys? Hi Khushbu, thank you so much. All right, so yeah, so I can keep adding more things to it. I can take another color for you and draw another smaller body for you and show you how I'm going to work around that. It's quite interesting really to be able to work with so much flexibility in terms of what I want out of the figure. Guys, can you see that?